That's the loudest noise ever. Welcome to this unscheduled live. Um, Today, I'm making a video, and you can check my scientific method. I will reveal the experimental technique that I'm using. The scientific validity of the results can be questioned by you in this scenario. So, here's the premise. Let me get a check. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I am going to, this video has been done previously, but it's only been done as, what'd that pop-up get me? It's only been done as a like short, all right? And the video concept is world's loudest yo-yo, okay? And Hunter made this video on Snapchat back in the day. And it was pretty clear what the answer was. The loudest yo-yo in the world was Nine Dragons. Okay. And what I'm going to do, I have the decibel meter set up here. I have a camera set up here. I have another camera set up over there. And I have you guys checking out my validity of all these tests live. I am going to test all the reported loudest yo-yos in the world. And I'm going to cut a video of it and rank the results. Okay, so that's the premise. What I'm looking to find and hoping to discover is that the Nine Dragons is not the loudest yo-yo in the world. You're all crazy for thinking it is. While it is loud, it's not as loud as some may say. Okay, and I'm going to reveal the 99 dragons in the video, which is a new bimetal Nine Dragons. Yeah, so stick around if you want to watch. It's all going to be happening here. So I'm not like talking to you here. I'm actually going to be filming the video. I'll do some talk that'll go in the video, but this is mainly the scenes where I actually do the test and record the results. Okay, so that's my objective. And if you want to watch, stick around. If you got stuff to do, thanks for dropping by. Okay, so noisy yo-yos. If you got any recommendations that I should have on my list, feel free to throw them up. Maybe I've considered them, maybe I haven't considered them. But the first thing I'm going to do is get a benchmark, right? So it's funny. The room is currently at 30 decibels just from nothing. And I think it's largely the hum of my refrigerator, which is around the corner. Not unplugging the refrigerator. The sound of the yo-yo should be significantly above that. While it's contributing to the noise, it's not going to be the peak of the noise, which will be generated by the yo-yo. Now, um, for reliability on this test, I'm going to only measure peaks of the sound, and I'm going to try to be somewhat consistent with my distance away from the microphone. You know, maybe I should get like a plastic straw or something so I have like a target. It should be. If you have any more like questions with my method and validity, please feel free to ask. Plastic straw, terrible idea for the planet. Let's use a chopstick. So if I just hang the chopstick out the microphone, that will give me a target of where the yo-yo should be from it to get a little bit more consistency. So that means that I've got to move the camera back just a little, but I've got to make sure that I can still read the screen. So my talking brings it up to like low 70s. I'm a bit further away there, so you can understand why it would be a little bit lower. So to get a benchmark, the first yo-yo that I'm going to test is a traditional wooden yo-yo. Okay, so a traditional wooden yo-yo, this is what people would have used like in the 1960s. It's made out of a single piece of wood. The sound of a wooden yo-yo is friction. So it's the cotton of the string rubbing on the wood. That's what makes the sound. So that's what we're going to do first. That's going to be the benchmark. And I'll go grab one. Now, yo-yo sounds will change over the life of your yo-yo. So as a scientific method, the only way that I can get it consistent is to go new in box. So here it is, new in box. And I think with a wood yo-yo, um, see, I've considered my methodology here. With a wood yo-yo, as you play with it, the wood, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck? The wood will smooth out and it will not be as loud. But for this experiment, I'm going to test it as new. Just a couple of throws to spin straight away. Okay, so here's my first test. So that one got to about 50 decibels. So 50 decibels for wood. Man, I should be recording my scores here as well. It'll give me talking points. Okay, so 50 decibels. I don't even know what the symbol is for a decibel. What do you mean? What's a decibel even measured? 50 for wood. There we go. The next yo-yo, because we're going to get a benchmark here, and if we want to get the measure across the board, I'm going to measure a modern competition performance yo-yo. So the first one I'm going to choose to do is the yo-yo used by the 2025 world champion Mia Kim. And this is the Miracle. So again, new in box. I know yo-yos will sound different over the life. Bearings will break in, bearings will wear out. You can add lubricant and all that stuff, but I'm going to just measure it as it came out of the packet. Nothing edited. Now, we have this run that's available on YoYoFactory.com in my eye, and they are from the exact same run that me used to win the World Yo-Yo Contest win. There hasn't been a second matte run made available. So if you're copying one of these, that's the run. And I think there's still the Miracle set, $399 Miracle set, which has that stuff in it. So number 2, here we go. Miracle. So we get to 500 with wood. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Let's go again. My scientific method is big question. $65, $66. If I so 65, 66 there. 66 Miracle. Second data point on current yo-yo, world number 2 yo-yo. Starlight, Hunter's yo-yo. Take it out of the pack. Freshy string on all of these. This is how B grades get made. Me opening boxes. So I don't expect there to be a big difference. Oh, Batman, welcome. We're doing a science test. This isn't my official live. This is just me throwing yo-yos. Imagine if I run into the official live. Could still be here in an hour. You never can tell. Okay, so 65, 66 with the Miracle. Around 60. It was quieter. But it's funny because there was one little second there where the bearing like went and it jumped. But uh Starlight. That's only 10 decibels louder than a wood yo-yo. Okay. So we've got a benchmark now. Let's go into the noisy yo-yos. So the first yo-yo that is kind of legendary for noise is an early 2000s yo-yo. The thing with this yo-yo, it was noisy, but it's also the first time that anybody has launched like a big promotion for just a ball bearing yo-yo. So it's the first promoted ball bearing yo-yo. Like in the late 90s, there were ball bearing yo-yos, but that isn't the one you were pushing. Like Omega were out there pushing fireballs and brains. They may have had a Raider, but it wasn't the one that was getting promoted. So this was the first promotion centered on a ball bearing yo-yo, and it's a Fast 201, which we make. So Fast 201, new in packet, done, got it. Why am I filming this as the angle? I should have been filming this as the video. Live and learn. Okay, Fast 201. Now you can align and misalign the teeth on this bad boy, and I'm going to align them because I know that's like maximum noise. And I'm going for noise. So here we go. Is the Fast 201 as noisy as they say? Miracle at 66, loudest yo-yo thus far. Okay. Oh, it's going to be louder. We have a new leader. 77. I'm going to compare these noises to like, that's as loud as a jet engine. Um, and that'll go in the final edit. But you get an idea for the numbers. So I've done pretty well with my ramping here, and we're ramping it up. Next yo-yo that is legendary for noisy is Nine Dragons. Okay. So, but I'm going to do two parts to Nine Dragons because there was the original Nine Dragons, and then we redesigned the whole thing, made a new tool, and made a new Nine Dragons. So we're going to test the original one first, and the original one is the one that made the legend for being the loudest. And this may actually be the loudest yo-yo that I do in the video. So original Nine Dragons, and this guy, it's loud. Okay, on the tester. I guess I should throw it because these are yo-yos. I'm not going to full start. It's going to be a throw, not smooth. It is what it is. Put your earplugs in. It can be loud, I swear. Man, it's in the 90s, but it didn't cross the 100 threshold. So we had like 97 OG 9D. So definitely the loudest. Probably wasn't as ear piercing as I was hoping. I swear there's examples that go over 100. But let's do the difference between that and a current day Nine Dragons. As I said, we redesigned the Nine Dragons about a year ago. So the parts aren't even interchangeable. Or am I testing the? Oh, am I testing this stuff? Yeah. We're gonna get there. No, no spoiler. So Nine Dragons again, new in pack, and I know these. It's like if you go buy a Mustang, one's going to be faster than another. You go buy a Nine Dragons, one's going to be louder than another. It's the same with anything. There is going to be a range with what you buy. But this is my test, and I'm going to live by it. Okay, so we had 97 on the original. You nervous? I'm a little bit nervous on this one. Okay, here we go. Yo, 75. 75. Not as noisy as a fast 201. New 9D 75. Okay, here's where it gets controversial. My mate Brandon from Australia, he was promoting his new, what's the name of it? It'll come to me. He his yo-yo is called, I don't know. I bought it anyway. And scientifically, here's the box, right? This is the box that my mate Brandon ships his yo-yos in. So I went, he hasn't even given me one. So I had to go to his website and buy one. And I can't remember the name of the yo-yo. But it's called Up. It'll be written on it. I'm going to feel like an idiot for not remembering. It's called a Limitless. And here it is. Limitless. Brand new inbox. Oh, and he's got to put his money where his mouth is. Is the Limitless more fun and not as loud as a Nine Dragons, like my mate Brandon claims? So, destroying that package. Okay. So, my mate Brandon, truth, moment of truth. Is the Limitless less noisy than a Nine Dragons? And I'm doing this live for a reason, and that's so my results can't be held against me. And I'll show the video of the meter reading the results, but I think you can tell. So one shot at the title. All right. And I know this is a small sample size, and if you tested 100 of them, you would have a better scientific rigor to it. But here we go with my mate Brandon's yo-yo. 75 for the Nine Dragons. Let's see what the Limitless does. I peaked at 79 and then I started screaming. Oh, my mate Brandon, you're in for it. Questionable marketing tactics by uh, Offset. I'm gonna have to call him out on that one. Do you have a maze wheel? What's a maze wheel? You're gonna have to link me that one. Okay, so then there's a new kid on the block. In the world, spinning shell yo-yos, which is what the Nine Dragons is. My design, by the way, my mate Brandon, under license, produces one. He calls his quieter. It's not, apparently. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Okay, so then there's a new kid on the block. This is the 99 Dragons. Okay, so the 99 Dragons is the new one, and the 99 Dragons has a stainless steel rim, more power, more drive, longer spin, even bigger tricks. If it's not limited in its performance, you can do impossible tricks with it. And yeah, if one dragon is 75, my mate Brandon here, 79, Limitless. What does the 99 Dragons come in at? Okay, here we go. One more shot at that. 75, 76. So that's 75, 76. So it's around the same as Nine Dragons, but it's less than my mate Brandon. Just saying. Okay, so now that category I'm going to call casually loud. Okay, so we got our first category was benchmark. Then we went deliberate. Well, I guess and casually bad. And then this is the third category, and the third category is going to be yo-yos designed to make noise. So we have four yo-yos in this section. Nobody has crested. Well, the OG Nine Dragons was 97. Clearly the loudest yo-yo ever made thus far. But maybe one of these yo-yos that are designed to make noise will be louder, or maybe they won't. So the first yo-yo that I've found that was designed to make noise is this yo-yo, and it's the Duncan Shrieky Sonic Satellite. There's tin whistlers as well. I don't know why I didn't grab a tin whistler. They're probably older. But this is the one I'm going to say. So this was like 1960s, and it's designed to whistle. It's not loud. I don't think it's going to be as loud as even a Fast 201, but let's find out. So I got to get the throw to the measuring thing quicker. Peaked at, peaked at 78. So we're going to peak at 78, which is, I guess here, loud is seen as a good thing. 78, because they're designed to make noise. So I don't know if you call the other ones bad for making noise, but these ones, I guess they're better at what they do if they make noise. We're going to stick with the Duncans. This one is the Duncan uh, Pony Boy, or the one I have is, well, this one's El Torito. I think it's the Mexican version. So the Pony Boy or the El Torito have like a little white BB inside that you can shake it up. So let's see how that goes. All right, so it peaked around 77, and it looks like I don't know for whatever reason that's a real cluster. El Torito. So 77. Now we're getting into the big boys, and I think we're going to find the winner with it. There's two more yo-yos to go, and I anticipate these are the loudest. All right, I saved them for the end for a reason. That original Nine Dragons, it's holding it down at 97, but there's a chance that one of these others will beat it. 97, ridiculously loud, apparently. I wonder if I can get it to go over 100. I bet I can. This is the stainless steel whistling yo-yo. Um, just got a text message. Sorry, loudest noise you'll hear all day. Stainless steel whistling yo-yo designed to make noise. We made a really cool video with a DeLorean and this, and there was fire and expensive shoes, and but we're going to focus on the sound. Now, there's something strange with this yo-yo, right? The harder you throw it, not necessarily the louder it will be. The louder, it kind of has it only makes noise at a certain RPM. You'll hear it. If I throw it real loud, it won't make any noise. As it slows down, it'll start making the noise, and then it'll stop making the noise. So it only works through a certain RPM window. But how loud is it? That's what we're going to find out. I mean, the bearing noise, it's like 73 without a whistle. So we're going to make it whistle. Wow, that's harmonics. Ridiculous. You play a song on that. Pete, 89. Didn't get to 90, but one throw, hey? 89. Uh, Sick, right? So, loudest thus far, original Nine Dragons. See, this is if I was a YouTuber, I'd be like, there'd be this list appear, and all the results would just pop out of the woodwork and show up there. But I'm not. It's time for the final yo-yo. If you're at work, turn down the volume. If you're listening through your headphones, get ready for your ears to explode. This is the ear bleeding yo-yo of the collection. And what's funny is this one also has a dragon on it. I don't even know the name of this yo-yo. It's this, whatever this means. All right, maybe I'll have to ask ChatGPT to tell it to me, or maybe somebody can tell me in the comments. I bought this yo-yo at a toy market in China. It is built like a whistling Diablo, and the thing with this yo-yo, unlike the stainless steel whistler, which only plays at an RPM, the harder you throw this, the louder it is. And this is my hope to go over 100 decibels and leave everything else in the dust. Can it do it? Can you turn off this video until you find out if it does or not? There's only one way to find out. Let's go. Okay, so unlike the stainless steel whistler, it's like 57 at that benchmark, all right? But here we go. We're going to make it a hell. I think it can be louder. It made dogs in my neighborhood bark. But let me tell you what it hasn't done. I can't get it to break 100. It topped out just under 97. I'm actually a little bit disappointed. All right, I'm going to give it my best. Very unsatisfying. I'm going back to the original Nine Dragons. Can I get it to go above 100 decibels? That's the target. Still not there. Well, that's it. I can't get it to do it. I'm sure with a bad bearing or like some dodgy technology, um, like even like a fireball with like a squeaky transaxle might kick up a noise. But if anybody wants to film their own yo-yo, this was a free app that I used. It is called uh, Decibel X. So you can go download your own app. You can record your own yo-yo, and you can see where it maxes out. According to this app, the loudest noise recorded through all these videos was 97.4, which was this. Okay, so loudest yo-yo, second loudest yo-yo, third loudest yo-yo, fourth loudest yo-yo, um, fifth loudest yo-yo. Actually, no, all right, sorry, fifth loudest yo-yo, sixth and seventh loudest yo-yo, eighth loudest yo-yo, ninth loudest yo-yo, and still undefeated as the quietest yo-yo. That's it. It's the wood. And that's that. Thank you. So you can see my max number there, 97.4. I didn't get to cross the 100 threshold, which is a little bit disappointing. Um, but I'm sure you can do it. And if you make a video that's louder, tag YoYoFactory in and all that jazz. Yeah. So I'm live today in like 1 hour talking about the Arizona State Yo-Yo contest. Stick around. It'll be cool. Catch you later. Bye bye.